you find that many religions are quite similar in the sense that many religions talk about God, that God created the universe, and so because of that we should be God-fearing, and we should worship the God. But Buddhism is a bit more profound. It's not so simple. Buddhism does not actually bring up the concept of God, because in a way God is a concept. But instead of bringing up the concept of God, Buddhism teaches us to walk the path that brings us to meet the Creator, to meet the Creator itself. And just like the Buddha, he had a long struggle, and when he was enlightened, he said he had seen the builder of this house, means the builder of this body. And then he said, having recognized the builder of this house, then he said, there's no building of this house again. Now if you study a book like the Bible, it says that man is made in the image of God. Man is made in the likeness of God. What is this likeness of God? It is not our face, because if you look at all the men and the women in the world, the faces are different. It's not our skin, because in this world you have dark-skinned people, you have light-skinned people, and different shades of darkness and lightness. So there's something inside us which is the Creator, is in the likeness of the Creator. And in Hinduism, they call this the God nature. That there is this God nature inside every one of us. In original Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism, it does not talk about this God nature as such. I mean, it doesn't call it God nature. It calls it the uncreated, the unconditioned. And it seems to be something that the Buddha says cannot be described, but it can be attained, it can be reached. It is also called the deathless state. Basically, this is the same as the God nature. But in Mahayana Buddhism, later Buddhism, they call it the forcing, the Buddha nature. And this basically is the same thing. So, instead of talking about God, instead of talking about the Buddha nature or fearing God, etc., the Buddha is trying to teach us to see things as they really are. And that's not easy. You have to follow the path tread by these holy men who have come face to face with the Creator. Then only you can attain that state, that deathless state. So, in this respect, Buddhism is different from other religions in that, at least original Buddhism, it doesn't talk about this God nature. Instead, it teaches us the path, which is called the Aryan Eightfold Path, to reach that Creator. And when we reach that Creator, then we will realize that the whole world is a manifestation of our inner self. It's a manifestation of ourselves. So that all beings are one with us. But that state can only be reached if we go into our inner self, into our mind, deep within us.